Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. You know how we get down every week here with my good friend Deon Curry and Chris Spangler. And you want to know why they already laughing and we just started? Because Chris literally just stood up and showed Deon his dick to show him why white men are so jealous of black men.
And I said, you ready to get imprinted?
Yes. He told Deon he had enough dick to fill his back teeth. And with that said, y'all stay tuned so you can see Chris Pinky.
My little pinker. Who's ready for pinker? So how's Fort Wayne?
It was fun.
It was actually really fun. And I got to give a shout out to Fort Wayne for showing up and showing the fuck out for me. Both first two shows was really packed. Last two shows was sold out. Thank you, Fort Wayne. That was my first time ever going there. It was
Really?
this Mexican restaurant there. Oh my fucking God. Oh, this food was so goddamn good. Cause I'm in Fort Wayne. Ain't shit gonna be popping in Fort Wayne. It literally took me till I got to the club before I saw somebody black. So
that's Fort Wayne.
it was called. I gotta ask Jasmine. That food was so good. I ate one taco and we was all full.
Everybody.
And I was thinking to myself, I wish you motherfuckers would send ice up in here. I kill y'all. The food was so good. I would like to Uber Eats some of that food to Atlanta right now.
She's ready to start a revolution for that taco.
I mean, that food was delicious. Give me
the taco. What kind of protein?
I got ground beef and shrimp, but I could only eat one. And so I saved it for the rest of the day. And then I ate another one because I'm on a diet shot. And then I found it was so good. We went back the next day. They had guacamole with I want to say pig skin, but what is it called?
What's the
potatoes?
Pork rinds. Y'all call them pork rinds.
Oh. Yeah.
They had guacamole with pork rinds.
What's the C word for
Nakia, will you please get that off the stream?
What? I'm confused.
Hold on, y'all. Don't talk. Yeah, so the guacamole had Moody Aaron Nakia. The guacamole had pork rinds in them. You ate them with pork rinds. Oh my! You would think I don't know damn pork rinds with no damn guacamole.
I'm thinking of chicharrones. That's the word I was thinking of, not chitlins. That's different.
Oh, that shit was so good.
They had the chicharrones in there.
You could eat the guacamole like with your hands and lick between your nails. That's how good that fucking food was. Ask Jazz. Call Jazz real quick.
Yeah, my friend Christy Avery was there. She said that both of your shows, she went 2 nights, and she said both of your sets were a lot different, or there were a lot of variation, which is interesting. Do you do different material, different nights like that so you don't get bored with your own self?
Well, because I love my fans, so I'm trying to shoot a special at the top of the year. In a very special city that supports the shit out of me. I'm gonna tell y'all about it a little later as we get closer. So that's why my set has been changing because I'm trying to go a little deeper. So I wrote a bunch of stuff up top. And that's pretty much why. So if you see me, it's gonna always keep changing until I get that hammer ass set that I need and I can record it for my second special.
How do you know when it's done? Just the laughs that you get back from it?
I was gonna say, that, and you kind of just finish what you're saying. Like, once the material comes together, it naturally just comes together, and you go, I'm gonna cut it right here.
Hold on 1 second. What's the name of that Mexican restaurant we went to in Fort Wayne?
Tequila Cantina.
Cantina. Tequila, like the alcohol. Cantina. Okay, bye. Just pretty much when you have milked it out as far as you can go. I mean, you can get all the punches, and there's really nothing else you can add to it. So that's where I'm at now. So
how long before you record the special, if you can say?
If it goes, I'm gonna record it in February.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna record. Not long. So I gotta work really hard to fucking put together this set and do all the things that I need to do. So that's why I be like, hey, y'all, I gotta work this shit out.
When do you even have time to write? When do you write now?
You know what I do? I write on stage.
Okay.
So if I think of something, I write it in my phone. I got a little joke book now, and I just go and now I'm in the with the part I just wrote. I just wrote about 25, 30 minutes up top. Or I've added to it and wrote new stuff. So I'm organizing it so it could just bam, bam, bam. I wanted to hit like that. And so I need another 30 minutes on the other end. So
a lot of times you get jokes in pieces.
Yeah.
And then like once you work out the main part of a joke, it opens up another avenue, and then you try to figure out how to get them together.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like you'll tag a joke, and that tag will create something new that you can start on. You go, oh shit, that works with this. And that turns into something
Can you
bigger.
give me an example?
Not from her set, because I don't know it. This is my first time seeing the new stuff that she's done.
I mean, it could be yours, but
I mean, well, my first joke about my car, right? My car costs $1, blah 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 blah. That bit turns into traveling a lot and seeing things. I saw the Pink River for breast cancer, and that takes me into my breast cancer material.
Gotcha.
Which will take me into something else. So it just, whatever your lead in is, usually the tag stops that subject and opens up another subject. And like for Pat, she's got a lot of family stuff, so she can talk about her husband, she can talk about her kids, she can, and she just finds bridges, that way you can move a joke around. Sometimes a joke works better after you do another joke, just because that joke is a better setup for it.
Right.
A joke can be fine by itself, but if you put it in a certain order, just because of it going after that other joke, it gets better. Just other placements, so stuff like that. If I explain,
that's what I'm working on now. So y'all gonna see me a lot. I'm even thinking about going to open mic tonight.
Really? Where do you go to open mic there?
I'll go to the Vortex.
Okay.
Little comedy club down at the Vortex. I don't Laughing Skull. That's what it's called. I don't go many places, but
is that where you saw the crack baby?
Yeah, that was where where they was.
I think you
talked up outside.
He was in
the first time he took me to Atlanta.
Parking
lot they shared with the Bulldogs, and we got out the car, and the niggas had fogged the car. Yeah,
I'd never been to Atlanta before. Now I love it. I think it's awesome, but he had me terrified of it.
Because they don't explain nothing to you.
You are right, though. Zero zoning anywhere in that city.
It's just good luck, fella.
And it's not even just like there's no zoning in the suburbs, in the near suburbs, or the center.
You can get it anywhere.
Yes, you can. We don't discriminate. We mix the poors with the rich.
Pretty.
I think having been there now, a few times, like I see why you prefer to Indianapolis by a lot. Not just the cultural part of it, but just like the amount of options that you have is so much more.
Yes. You can literally go out in Atlanta every night if you chose. You can listen to jazz, you can listen to R&B, you can see a live band, you can see poetry, you can see comedy. I remember when y'all had one poetry spot, and I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but I would go over there, it was wall to wall packed somewhere over there for 38th Street, and it didn't last long. So, here it's so many different peoples and so many cultures. So, like Indianapolis, I'm just gonna be honest, it's just white. And white entertainment doesn't equal to black entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's some white shit you can do like skiing that'll make black people excited. But then if you do that to us, we gonna change the gear. We're gonna change everything to make it cool. So it's just boring. So I was like, I'd rather go. I want to be at home. So if I don't want to be around my husband, I can say, I'm gonna go over here and get me a drink. I was just telling my husband that I said, hey, let's ride on the other side of town and go to this place called Baltimore Seafood over there off of Cascade. I fucking love this place. I love this place. So, you know, it's you listen to a little music, you can have a conversation. You can't do that shit. And where I lived at in Plainfield, it was Wednesday was church night. Thursday was church night. I was like, do y'all motherfuckers know that y'all getting on God motherfucking nerve? All this churching for nothing.
Yeah, the size, like the sheer size of it too. Like you could drive 2 hours from one part to the other and still be in Atlanta. Like it's just I don't know. It's
I mean, what was there to eat in Plainfield? It was one bar right there downtown Plainfield on the left. And I walked in there one time and they looked at me like, this ain't what you want to do.
I never even went in that place because I was scared of it. There's like 8 Mexican restaurants there now. Like,
is it?
Yeah, there's
and that's all they eat is I was so tired of that one Mexican restaurant was really good up by
Iguana.
Dang.
Yeah, because I came back from Atlanta and Reagan and I went to Iguana and I texted
nigga in the closet. Remember the name
in the old Sunshine Cafe and he was like, "Oh my god!" He was so excited for me. Yeah, there's like goodies and Coachman and then a bunch of chain restaurants.
It's no good. It's boring. It is so fucking boring. So if you would go, you know, there's no way you can just have like live music. You know, that's why those people are so pale and upset.
They have live music. They just don't have your kind.
They don't have no live music. I listen to
got tons of live music here in Indianapolis.
I'm talking about Plainfield.
Well, in Plainfield, no.
I mean, there's nothing in play. I mean,
yeah,
it's closed by 7.
Yes, and they ready for church.
All of Indiana is like that outside of Indianapolis.
The square of downtown is
every city in Indianapolis is like that. They're all Lebanon, you name it.
So
Especially
when I was in Fort Wayne this weekend, and this lady came to me, she said, "Girl, I just got out of the federal pen, and they love your ass in the pen." I said, "What pen?" She said, "I did 12 years in the pen." I said, "For what? Selling crack like you?" I said, "I ain't going no motherfucking fed now." She said, "Girl, all we do is watch your show in the feds." I'm like, y'all got BET Plus in the feds? I'll tell our president that he gonna cut that shit off. I thought that was really cool.
That is a great question. Like, what streaming services do you have access?
Man, they got cell phones in jail. They got everything in jail.
They do. They you know, and if I'm remembering right, they had back probably 10 years ago, the county jail, they had a washer and dryer inside the unit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And which made a lot of sense. Do your own motherfucking laundry.
Yeah.
You know, do your own laundry. Then you cut out a whole washroom. These are your shit. You wash them till they just tear up.
What about going and doing like comedy prison shows? Would that be something you'd do? Like Johnny Cash?
You gonna sell out the prison system?
I don't know. I think they would love you. They'd look forward to it.
She starred in Cook County Jail.
Bring happiness to a prisoner's face. What's wrong?
I would, if they called me and the price was right, I would go. As long as they tell me I
spit up your booty hole, but you better be funny.
Yeah, avoid Chicago.
I wouldn't go to Alligator Alcatraz, but I would go to the county jail here.
Yeah, that.
Can you imagine getting booed by prisoners?
And you know what I would say? Well, you can boo me, but you ain't got nowhere to go.
Say we're a captive audience and we still hate you.
Yeah. Where you gonna go? Ain't nobody gonna know nothing about it. You ain't gonna go outside the room.
That would hurt my feelings so fucking bad if an inmate was just like, nigga, take me back to my cell. I want to hear this shit. And
I'd be like, lock the door behind that nigga. Take him to what's that shit they take you when you misbehaving? What?
Seg.
What? Seg.
Yes.
Oh, do you have Tourette's today? Why are you just yelling out? Yeah.
My bad.
The fuck is wrong with him? But yeah, so it wouldn't bother me. But yeah, I would like to do that. I love giving back. So I would love to give my time back to people in jail.
Is that like a step below cruise ships? If you're a prison comedian?
I don't think there's a such thing as a prison comedian. There is usually a celebrity or activist that visit the prison.
Gotcha.
You know,
they don't put on regular shows with niggas who making $1,200 a week.
Who's that Sam guy? I can't think of his last name. Big dude.
Sam Cooke?
No, not Sam Kinison. He's like a newer guy who goes on. Man, I had dinner with him, and he goes.
Morel?
No, I wouldn't have dinner with him.
Talent? There's a lot of Sams.
Yeah, he's like enormous, but he reminds me a lot of Pat, and like he talks about he was homeless on the streets and
he black?
No, he was in prison.
A white man remind you of me?
Just the way that it brings like vulnerability to his past and tells stories around it. He's just a great.
Is he a good comedian?
He's a very good comedian. Yeah. He came on Bob and Tom, and he had a viral clip that got like 2 million views and became like an instant Bob and Tom comedian, like his first appearance, because he was so likable. But he was telling me about at dinner one night how he went to do a prison show, and one of the guys came up and like explained. He told it on Bob and Tom, so I think I'm okay to say this, but it was a serial killer. It's like, I really like your show. And he's like, oh, yeah, thanks. All right, well, how, and he's like, what does that say about me and my comedy?
That you can make killer laughs.
Yeah. I'll look it up, but he's a great comedian.
You know what I thought you was about to say? Somebody, because he was in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought you about to say somebody remember fucking him. Came up to him and remember, like, you remember when we fucked? So I was trying to brace myself.
Sam Miller.
Because some people get out of jail and they don't be gay no more.
Man, have you seen the Booty Warriors interview since he got out?
The Booty Warrior?
No, I don't know him.
All right.
The Booty Warrior from the Boondocks.
I've never seen Boondocks.
Oh my God. Chris.
I have it like in the watch list because I've heard from my old podcast radio co-host Abdul, that was his favorite show.
This nigga he been doing so many fucking interviews talking about all the times he got booty.
He said it feel better than pussy. And he said, I told my wife that ass is better than her ass. Oh. Pull him up. Pull him up.
My brother just sent me a couple of videos of this nigga. I'm like, if you send me one more fucking video,
Nike, does Nike have the ability to pull stuff up yet?
I got it fully set up yet.
You got it fully set up?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
Can I send this to your Instagram and you can pull it up?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to send you 2 of them. This nigga is so gross. Oh, no, I don't want to send it to your private, do I?
Yeah, that's either one. Well, yeah, send it to Chris.
Okay. That one. And he's so gross.
But Jimmy Kimmel is back.
Yeah, I just saw that.
His show back?
Yep.
They couldn't take him off the air without paying a shit ton of money. Yeah, he was going to sue the shit out of them.
I still would.
Civil rights violation.
Shit, he was
the FCC can only take you off the air for saying those 7 words. They can't do anything else, and he didn't say any of those 7 words.
It's just biggest load of bullshit. Did you see Tim Dillon got taken off the Saudi Arabia thing that you're on for stuff he said about?
I thought he was bullshitting, but I heard he was real. No, I heard it was real. I thought he was playing at first.
What he's even
say something about Trump now.
Well, Nakia, your mouth is not at the mic.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you're using the wrong mic.
Yeah, you are.
I said, watch him come back to the say something about Trump now.
Hold on, we gonna look at this.
Oh, that dude was on 20 versus 1s. The booty bandit.
Yeah, that's the booty warrior. Fleece Johnson.
Yeah.
I want your booty, Tom.
He out here in Atlanta.
All right, tell me if you can hear this, Pat.
Over my prison, right? Come over and say, I gotta talk to you. I said, what, babe? He said, I just came back from the doctor. I said, what did he say? He said, I'm all in. I said, what about you, man? He said, I fought 3 of them women. I gotta make a decision. And if I'm gonna call these dudes, I'll let them win whatever's out there, right? Let them fight. I said, what did the doctor say? I'm pregnant. Oh man, I threw my domino. I know my God. He thought I was gonna hit him. I picked him up and hugged him. I said, I'm gonna be a daddy. That like that. I'm gonna be a daddy. And the dude that was playing poker with me, he slammed his feet, got up, he said, Fleece, let me talk to you, man. I said, about what?
Because you didn't know no better.
Yeah. He said, look, man, I know I had you won right there, but I fold my hand. Everybody folded, right? He said, let me talk to you, man. He's not pregnant. I said, look, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk about my child and all this stuff. And I talked to the warden, they don't know what to say to me. They don't want to irritate me. They know I'm ready to die and fight over this. I ain't gonna have nobody talk about my kid. I asked the warden when my wife had this baby, will I be allowed to see my child, man? The warden looked at me and said, I didn't answer that. He said, I got somebody gonna come talk to you. And the person was a lady and she was a third. And she said, I spit on her.
What?
Because she gonna tell me that this boy was not pregnant. I said, she's pregnant. Mr. Johnson, he's a man. He cannot have a baby. I boom, spit in her face. Get out of my face. You motherfuckers, you tell all that stuff. That's what happened when you grow up as a child in the penitentiary. I thought I got a man pregnant, didn't I? I was crazy, man. I was saving up money. I was trying to figure out how I can buy baby clothes and all this stuff. And went and talked to the ladies in the canteen, asking when my wife have a baby, how do I go about buying Pampers and baby milk and all that? And they looked at me like, but they was already told by the warden them that when I approached anybody in, they told all their workers, do not sit there and tell him he's allowed. We trying to get his head right, because I ready to fight over it. So that's why prison ain't good to go. Man, I went through a lot in there.
All right.
Wait a minute.
I sent you two of them. Pull up the other one.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
That's freaking hilarious.
He thought he had gotten a man pregnant.
That was his wife.
His wife.
His wife.
You buy baby clothes.
The other one I go to.
He thought baby clothes was on the commissary.
Yeah. I know who exactly that is. That's the booty bandit for real.
I sent it to that. There you go.
Okay. All right.
You seen his 20 versus 1s? Oh my God.
I think I have. I think I have seen that.
They're on YouTube.
I know what you're talking about, and I've seen it. And
they got to stop putting a camera and microphone in front of that man.
I remember I didn't know what it was or who he was, but I remember thinking, what? I've got to know more about this guy.
This dude is fucking so funny.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I had a little dookie on me, it wasn't nothing. But he told me when he came out to see me that night, he said, hey. I said, what? He said, I think you went too deep, honey. I said, what you mean too deep? He said he used the bathroom and found the imprint on my DT in his turd. The imprint of it left an imprint of my thing in his turd. I said, look, I don't even want to hear all that stuff. But he said, yeah, you went deep. And so we decided to get married. I said, you want to get married? And he said, yeah. So we go see this guy. And he said, I can marry y'all this week. And so we had to go through all the inmates, send out invitations.
Wait a minute, hold on.
We do all that.
Hold the hell up. Invitations.
Yeah, to come to the wedding. I pulled it out, I had a little dookie on me.
What?
I got to be honest with you. Like when you talk about Nikea's dad, that's who I picture in my brain.
You ain't far from it. What the fuck?
He said he had an imprint of his dick on his turd.
I had a little dookie on it.
You ain't winning my guts.
He had an imprint.
I go deep now.
What did he say he had an imprint of? Because why they put that spooky ass music behind it?
That's the best part. The horror music.
I'm waiting on somebody to stab him.
He come doing the stabbing. That's why.
He's telling the story of a nigga getting stabbed.
So what was the imprint of?
He said he went so far in that man's booty, his dick had imprinted on his turd. So when he took a shit, he could see where his dick had hit that turd.
Great boomer gibberish.
That nigga be lying, boy. He be lying so good, though. We sent out wedding invitation.
Look,
He sent out
Chris,
wedding.
That nigga Ball ain't developed yet.
look, the way Chris looked at you, Deon, like, y'all got that kind of dick?
That's impressive.
Chris
I'm
said
proud of
it's
you.
impressive.
I've never pushed the turd back. I don't think I got pushed turd back dick. I
don't
think
think
that's
you're
just for inmates.
You're not even into that.
No.
I had a little dookie on me.
Nike, are you into butt stuff?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like, he ain't gonna get nobody in the butt. He got too much stomach. He be on fuck the bottom of his stomach.
I love the way he answered that. No. You dropped a not at all.
Today I was looking at a video, right? And this boy, he interviewed like racist people. And so he said, why do you hate black people? And this fat white boy looked like Peter from what Peter played on? I can't hear you.
Family Guy.
Yeah, he looked like Peter from Family Guy. So he said, I hate black people. I hate black men. They got a big old dick and they get all the white women. So the guy say, well, if you didn't look like a fucking shark, maybe you can get some pussy. I holler.
Yeah.
Oh, he cooked this fat white boy. He talking about he was racist. It was so fucking funny. It was so funny. Sometimes I just get on TikTok and the internet and I just stroll. Are y'all gonna undelete TikTok when the government take over?
No.
I use TikTok to cry. That's the only reason I go on there.
What?
Sarah McLachlan
To feel
videos.
feelings. Yeah, I watch people meet up with their loved ones and get reunited. That's the only reason I go on TikTok.
Your Twitter is just homeless people fighting.
Hopefully, don't be so sensitive on
My
TikTok.
Twitter is what's going on in the world politics wise. My
Okay.
TikTok is strictly for good emotions. That's the only reason I use TikTok.
I love
It's
that.
to
That's what I
find
use it
people like reuniting with past friends or soldiers coming home. That's all my TikTok is.
My
love
TikTok is people with diseases who dying. Everybody dying or died, and house stuff. That's what my
Dang, that don't sound depressing.
Sometimes it do.
They dead, come get their furniture.
Like, oh, ALS. Okay. Ooh, house
So-
redesign.
So
Oh,
that's
I
the
have
one
a-
they'll sell once they get out of here.
I have a lot of ALS on my timeline. I do a lot of
Got a
ALS.
bunch of bucket challenges, but no actual diseases.
how did you end up on that TikTok, Pat?
I don't know. You know, like if I see a sad video and they was like, I got a few days to live, and then I start following the person till they die. And I be like, damn, she died. And then I follow the next person till they die. And so it's so fucked up. So I said, I gotta get out of this shit. Cause I mean, you know, you get to crying with these people, like you know these people, like, oh my God, she died. Like the young girl, the TikTok star who just recently died. I followed her. And I'm like, fuck, she died. So then I have to find me another one that's on the way out. And I follow them. So I said, I gotta stop this. This is depressing. This is depressing.
Yeah.
So I be trying to put more house stuff in my algorithm. And so it just you know, it's a bunch of dying people.
I don't
and-
have TikTok. I deleted it when I left Bob and Tom.
Uh-huh.
So I think I have my profile up, but I don't go on it. Like I just stick.
You don't like TikTok?
I have enough with Instagram and Facebook. that-
Instagram is my news. Instagram is where media
See, all I get is ass on Instagram.
Really?
All my, like every, you know how you scroll and like every fourth video is an ad.
yeah.
Mine is just a ass meme, just horse. It's all
See,
horse.
I got rid of that.
I don't know how to get. That's why I don't use it.
I trained mine. Mine's like, I don't know, random historical things. So if you go to the little like magnifying glass to your search page, that kind of tells you what you're getting in your algorithm. And then like I've got Nina Simone's definition of an artist, a Bible quote, a guy talking about some anti-Trump thing, alcohol tourism. And then his is just ass.
What you will not find in mine is some Bible quotes.
Yeah. I've got James
I always, you got JD Vance.
no,
I
got
always hit.
Baldwin.
I always hit.
Bushman
I'm not interested.
from San Antonio. Shout out to Texas Bushman. I love that nigga's videos where he
Who is
dressed
that?
up like a little tree, and then people walk by and he scared the shit out of them.
Oh, you saw he's scared that special need person. They just started screaming.
No, but I want to go watch
that's
it.
the same person.
But I want to go watch it.
Yeah, I've seen that one. For all the parents out there with teenagers, we know you already trying to keep a million different things under control. Cash App is here to make sure your teens' money and their spending isn't adding to your craziness. With the Cash App card available to teens 13 to 17 with sponsorship by an eligible parent or guardians, every transaction trigger a real-time notification for you to see, empowering your team to practice independence while giving you peace of mind by keeping track of their spending. You can also manage everything directly from your own Cash App, honey, without having to switch between the two, making it simple to stay connected to your team financial activities in a way that both efficients and empowers. Finally, no one wants unnecessary surprise. With Cash App, there is no monthly fees, no minimum balance required, and no hidden charges when spending or receiving. With Cash App card, you and your team's balance receive 24/7 fraud monitoring. And if something ever feels off, you have the ability to lock their card right from your phone. It's just one tap away. Parents, we all know it's time for you to start focusing on your team financial learning and growth instead of stressing about the fine print. If you're ready to give your teams more independent while staying in the loop, start by downloading Cash App and setting up their account today. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can use my exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. All you got to do is just download Cash App. Use my exclusive code FAMILY10 in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you will get $10 dropped right into your account. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank.
Now, did you take Tylenol when you were pregnant with Nikea?
What?
Probably so. Why?
You'll see it in the news later today.
What happened?
Trump thinks that that's what causes autism.
Oh, he literally came out and said he had a cure for. There's a cure for autism.
Yeah, there's some drug I think I saw.
No, he need to stop that shit because you need to stop playing with these people's children. You really do.
What do you use? Do you use Facebook at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you still use Facebook Marketplace? I've never used it. I hate when they put it on the bottom.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to buy a table now. This bitch won't answer me back. But
you just, is this available? Is this available?
But he just came out today saying he had a cure for autism. I'm like,
yeah,
no, not with Kennedy in office. Now, I don't understand how Kennedy even got a job talking like that.
Well, I don't think that's very nice of you to make fun of the way that I sound, Patricia.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
But what happened to his voice?
That nigga talk like he put it in play and pause and play real fast.
He sound like he drowned and they saved him.
It's some deformation of the vocal
the water out of my throat.
Nothing happened.
Did he always speak like that?
No, it started like in his 30s, from what I understand. If you see younger clips of him on Larry King, he talks normally.
So he started drowning past 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like Greta Thunberg in the 90s. Like he was the environmental guy. I remember my Republican grandparents.
What does he say about the environment when he leaves a dead bear in Central Park?
No, he eats it.
He ate a dead bear?
It's hard to eat a live one.
That's why he has the brain worms, is from eating bears.
That's what they say.
He literally just like left a bear and then threw a bike on top of it to throw people off the scent.
It wasn't me.
Like, who knew that Donald Trump wouldn't have the craziest revelation? He did, yeah. Mm-hmm. He found a bear somewhere in New York, and he put it in his car because he was going to save it for the meat. I think I have this story right. And so he was late for a dinner party at some fancy restaurant. And so he's like, I'm just not going to have time to get rid of this bear. So he took it to Central Park and dumped it and then put a bike on top of it to hide it, and then went to the party. And then the next morning, the local news was like, dead bear found in, and there's all these news clips of them. What's this mystery? How'd this bear show up? And it turned out it was Robert Kennedy Jr.
Just think it killed the bear and dumped it. I got a party to go to. Sorry.
I gotta be at Delmonico's at 8. I can't deal with this
I was
bear.
gonna turn you into a rug, nigga, but I gotta go to this party.
No wonder he didn't get charged for that.
And why was there just a bear that he saw on the side of the street in New York? Somebody else dumped the bear.
He didn't get charged for that. You can't kill bears, can you?
They were going to charge whoever, but I think the statute of limitations is run up on it, or they decided not to charge him. But
it took them 10 years to find out that Robert Kennedy put the bicycle on top of the bear.
He is the one. This is the crazy part. He put this out in a video on his social media explaining the story to Roseanne. That's how the story came out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so nobody ever knew it was
came
him.
out in an article, and then he told the whole story to Roseanne, and that's how we got the backstory. He's like, the fake news is lying about me.
Do she still have a podcast? Roseanne still do a podcast?
I don't have Roseanne in my algorithm. I don't keep up with Roseanne.
You do now?
Yeah, I know, right? All the listeners and I are gonna have Roseanne every 5 minutes.
Well, that's better than having a heart of an angel, dead dogs and people.
I need those tears, man.
I actually love that. That's actually
the only way that keeps me from murdering Ollie. Seeing real people having real emotions. Because you get on X, man, and people are ready to ride for Kirk like he was some type of.
I almost deleted my account last week because it's just nobody even interacts anymore. Like none of my friends post anymore. It's just
I just seen Anna Kasparian and Marjorie Taylor Greene getting along. So I know this shit's always ass backwards. It's up. Like the rapture's supposed to happen in 2 days.
2 days, literally September 23rd. Yeah. We'll know if this podcast comes out or not. You're hearing this.
Well, don't get the mark of the beast if you left after.
There has been somebody predicting the end of the world like every week for the last 2 months, and it's not.
Well, that's what we feel like we in.
Yeah,
they say Beyonce and Jay-Z moving to Europe. I don't have their money, but I'm gonna find a way to get to Europe.
You should go to a Latin American country. Your money would go much further.
I'm not Latin American. I'm African American.
Well, then why are you going to Europe?
They're like Diet Us. Europe is the furthest from where you want to be.
Yeah, Latin America, you got freedom.
If you think Plainfield sucks, wait till you get to Nottingham.
Yeah.
No disrespect, Nottingham.
Manchester's not
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not finna find restaurants you like in some of the
But
Euro
if you
places.
run into trouble in Costa Rica, like John McAfee, he ran for president of the Libertarian. He's the guy who invented the software. He lived in, I think it was Costa Rica. There's a documentary out there about him. He was crazy.
I think you would love Costa Rica.
He could hire security guards, buy off local officials, do whatever he wanted on his property.
Rich white niggas I play poker with go to Costa Rica every right as fall ends. They all get up and leave, and they don't come back till April. And they talk about how much they go to the beach every day. They smoke cigars. He said the weather's always perfect. It's like it never rains. It's always sunny.
In Mexico, where people started to move at, what was it? Last week I saw it on Instagram. They was kicking over their houses, beating them out, running white people out.
That's Mexico, not Costa Rica.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking because we're going to all have to run in a minute. I mean, if they don't get this shit right. We all
right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd rather
die around my family.
I'm not leaving.
You know, you're not going to die, Chris. You white. You're going to be okay.
Nah, they going to kill him once they see a couple of these episodes.
Yeah.
Out of here.
I've pretty much lost my entire Libertarian audience doing this show. Wait.
They hate nigga lovers more than they hate niggas.
What is it? James Reeb? What's the
Chris, they left you because you realized how cool black people was.
I'm ready to die for you, Pat. I'm willing.
I see. I had no fucking idea that you had lost all your racist white friends over me.
It's between this and COVID. Yeah, it was a lot. I'm down to like.
I regret getting that goddamn COVID shot so bad.
Yeah.
We was so wrong for that.
COVID and being reasonable.
Just that COVID shit don't even work. You go get the booster. I mean, what does it boost?
I mean,
booster and.
Well, let me say this, Chris. If you lost those people, we on two different subjects. If you lost those people, they wasn't about shit anyway.
Yeah, I don't care.
True.
I don't care. I mean, like I have said this in a bunch of other places, but I don't know that I've said it here. Like I'm so glad that I started doing this podcast in 2019 because I probably would have floated along with all those other idiots in 2020. But having access to a huge number of progressive people, black people, people who didn't think like I grew up around has made me see so many different things and made me kind of very irritating in all those other circles. Like I fight with Republicans more than I fight with Democrats. See, I see what people say about me on the YouTube comments here, but they hate me way more in libertarian circles because of this show.
You know what it remind me of? So last night I was up and I couldn't sleep, right? And I always preach on stage, we should have uncomfortable conversation because I believe if we had uncomfortable conversation to me usually kind of lead to an understanding of each other. That's the problem. You know, the society, the government say, oh, they're bad. So they keep us apart so they can steal all of our money on each side. But we, the people, are too fucking stupid. We divided ourselves instead of coming together. Because if you come together, you're more powerful. And I say this all the time. Here's an example. Look what they did to Disney. Look what they did to Target. So if we all came together and fight the corporation instead of fighting each other for black and white bullshit, we will be better people. But I said that to say this. So last night I couldn't sleep, right? And I'm up. And so I'm looking on my phone and somehow I stroll upon this movie called Enemies. Enemies. I mean, no, I'm sorry. The best the best for enemies. I think the name of the movie is.
I've never
Okay, the name of the movie is The Best of Enemies, right? So it starred Taraji P. Henson and what is this white guy name? Let me blow it up. And Sam Rockwell. And it's based on a true story out of I want to say Greenville, North Carolina. It was North Carolina. So these they were separated back then. So the black kids went to the black school, the white kids went to the white school. Something electrical problem occurred at the black school and it set half of the school on fire. So they had to come together. So the white people let the black students go there. The other half of the black students go there because it was not enough classroom. Oh, everything broke out. So what they did was they put this lady named Ann Atwater. Well, she was an activist, and they put the head of the Ku Klux Klans together so they can work something out, right? Well, he was a piece of shit. He really was. But he was a piece of shit, and she wasn't backing down. So I looked at Taraji and was like, that's exactly how I would have played that role. Because she was tough. She wasn't hearing it. She was looking out for her people. But make a long story short, they put them together. And they showed them both sides. They took them to the white people's side of town, took them to the black people's side of town. I forgot what it's called, a charity or something. I forgot. But they had to work together for 2 weeks. And they all had to come to a vote to see if these kids would go. And in that 2 weeks, that dude tore up he was head of the KKK. He tore up his card. And he said, I was taught to hate somebody that I didn't know anything about. And they broke into his store. They fucked him up. They did everything to him in this movie. And I'm quite sure they did a lot more in real life. Well, make a long story short, when no more white people would go to his gas station, she came over to visit him and had a line of black people to shop at his gas station. Because he wouldn't even sell gas to niggas. And I said, if we would just had enough sense to come together as a society, we could make our government behave. You wouldn't have this type of division. But it's all because they say one thing about one person and another thing about the other person. That's a good movie. And I was up at 2:00 this morning watching it. So if you get
Our
a chance,
government is ran by Israel. So you can be all the nice people you want.
Yeah, I'm learning that too. I'm learning
Our
that
government
too.
is ran by Israel.
But
Let me say what I was going to say and move on from that. I think having this experience with you and getting to go to a bunch of different comedy shows or like, I don't know.
You said the key word.
You
experience.
Right. I mean, experience is a lot of it. I'm very online. I've always been online. And I think if you live online, you get sick. Like it corrodes your soul. And I think that's part of it is intentional to do that. But if you look at your audience, it comes from Bob and Tom, it comes from Joe Rogan, it comes from BET, it comes from a bunch of different places, and then everybody gets together and laughs because they're there for like a common thing. And I don't know, having that experience and being around like a bunch of different people all together at once, like at an Eagles in Marion, Indiana, having fun is like a really fun, cool experience that always makes me hopeful. That kind of exemplifies exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, and it just made me, that movie made me realize when I say on stage, the problem is that we don't have no conversation. We don't talk to each other. You know, you live on your side or you live in, I've been in this neighborhood now 2 years and nobody has really ever reached out to me other than the lady across the street. She's
There-
always been nice. And, I try to say, the people down the street have spoke 1 or 2 times, but this lady, and my number is free to go out to everybody. I gave her my number because she, they watched my house when it was being built. But like, she'll text me every now and then. And, it was so funny because when Trump was running for president, she said, I want to let you know that we're Democrats. Because you would think everybody in my neighborhood Republican. I said, well, thank you, sister. And her husband passed away. And then I sent her some flowers, and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much for the flowers. But, it's just conversations. If you would stop, put aside the bullshit that you hear about people, and everybody ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be some assholes out there. It's gonna be some asshole. It made me think when Charlie Kirk last message to Van Jones. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
What did he say?
And he said, I just want to have a conversation.
They were going at it. Van Jones says they were having beef and they were arguing, his words. And he said, Kirk DM'd him and said, hey, I'd like to have you on my show and have a conversation about this and see where we can find common ground. And he was just saying, like, so I forget how he was framing it.
How are you supposed to have common ground with somebody who thinks black women aren't smart enough to have white jobs? Like, where's the common ground in that? What am I supposed to say to Charlie Kirk? You know what I mean? You don't think black women are smart enough to have a job. So what am I supposed to say to you, sir? That's very Christian of you.
I mean, because and I kind of agree with that because he went on what's his Roland Martin show with that same attitude, and and like I said, you're not gonna be able to convince everybody. But
I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. I'm trying to expose everybody for who they are, and then you let the people make the choice. If you fuck with Charlie Kirk because that's what you believe, fine. I don't have a problem with that. But now I know. You wear your scarlet letter on your chest. I know what you did. I get to make a choice after that.
I was telling my husband, I said, a lot of us get mad at the current government, but sometimes you have to let God do what God do. And I said, so I pray sometimes now, way more often than I ever did. And I said, I just want to thank you for the Lord for allowing this man to come in and expose people who was around us that we didn't even know that was like that. That's what I thank God for. I know who not to fuck with. Because at first I was fucking with some of these people. And they didn't act like that. And as soon as he got in office, I was like, oh, okay, well, I dig you. And I don't fuck with you.
You can get everything that Charlie Kirk preached without the hatred. You can get all of that shit. He could say all the get married, have kids, nuclear family. You can say all that shit without being racist. Point blank period. White people treat black people like we're the problem. It's like, y'all came and got us. The fuck?
Yeah, watching the clips that they've posted, not the edited clips, but like the clips they're proud of, having done this and had these conversations, I'm like, oh, I see it. Okay.
It's like, it was all a grift,
what are they proud of? That's what I don't know.
That's I don't get it.
I watched one guy say, well, I had this experience, and he called him a liar.
Niggas had all white countries and left to go find spices.
What?
They went and conquered the world because they ain't had no spices. We got to get to India to get some spices. Let's leave bases here. So and now they're mad that
your theory,
there are colored people everywhere. You had your country to yourself before you went fucking with people. Because your shit was dry.
Because we wanted pepper.
Yeah. Y'all niggas should have learned how to make pepper on your own.
Wait a minute. They didn't want a sapphire? What is it called?
Whatever it was.
They didn't want saffron.
Like, this tea is garbage.
Yeah, but have you ever had a lemon?
Yeah.
Lemons are good.
Niggas know how to turn everything into a delicacy. That's what being a nigga is. Everything is a delicacy. If you give me enough time and energy and space, I'll figure it out. I don't need you for nothing. Black people didn't take over the world because we didn't need to. We already got everything we want. We're awesome just being us. And then here come white people. Stop having fun. To work.
That's exactly how they put it too.
That's what they did. Stop having fun and get to work. It's ridiculous. I just, to me, it makes no sense. Like white people, we want to take America back. You should have never brought niggas over here then. The fuck you bring us over here? If you wanted this whole space to yourself, you should have kept giving them sick blankets and just let the niggas die. Like that's all y'all should. Y'all could have had this country 200 years ago if you'd have just stopped importing niggas. But then you watch them play basketball and sing and you're like, fuck, these people are cool. And you wanted to be like them, or at least your kids did. And now you hate your children because they want to be like us. They listen to our music. They dress like us. What's the coolest thing white people have by themselves?
You ever had Cool Whip? Pretty good.
You had to put cool in the name. See what I'm saying? Like, because y'all was whipping niggas and you like, let's put the So I'm just saying, like, the whole Charlie Kirk argument, the way those people argue about how white excellence is so phenomenal. Like, you had everything you wanted. Why did you come and get us? We wasn't bothering y'all.
Because they didn't have suntan lotion to build a country.
They didn't need it.
How
much build barns like that? Them niggas put on long sleeve shirts, overalls, and a hat, and the whole town would come build a barn.
They didn't have the things that they have now. You know, they probably had one poly blend type shit. They couldn't stand the sun. You know, they didn't have no poly blend, polyester. They just had wool. Nigga, you try building a barn with a moo wool to dress on, you a fry that motherfucker. You trying to turn white people into rotisserie chicken, ain't you?
I'm just saying.
I was thinking today about how smelly people must have been. Like, do you know the origin of dry cleaning? So, like in castles, people would shit off the ledge and piss off the ledge. And then that was like the turd ledge. And then somebody accidentally hung their clothes out to dry on the turd ledge and then realized all the fleas died. And this was a way to clean your clothes from all the ammonia. And I'm like, your clothes are so dirty. Because I was thinking about this shirt. I've worn this shirt twice now. I always clean my clothes in between. But so I'm like really risking it like I stink or something. And I'm like, back in the day, you just would have worn a shirt till you had fleas in it. It's so gross.
So this is an interesting clip I found, right? Can you play this clip? And Deon, I want to hear your feedback on it.
Let's talk about the truth. There is so much discourse lately about who is native and who is indigenous, and even the nerve to bring up who is the architect of soul food. And what everyone needs to understand is that Black people are the earth. Black people are the only unmutated humanity. They told you humans came from Africa like it was a migration story. But that's not the truth. The truth is, Africa is the first face of the earth. And Blackness is the source of all biology. Everyone else? Genetic drift, mutational echo, survival glitches adapted to ice and exile. Let's talk origins. The Black woman is the womb of the world. Forget the Eve in the garden story. That was a stolen metaphor. The real Eve lives in the woman's mitochondria. And not just any women. Melanin-rich, thick-hipped, thick-lipped, and copper-toned. Elegant, poised, literally perfect, planet-rooted Black women. White women don't carry the full ancestral genome. Asian, Mexican, and Native women only carry fragments. Black women carry the total code. She doesn't reproduce diversity. She births the whole species. When small African offshoot groups migrated north, they weren't evolving. They were mutating, adapting to survival, not thriving. That's where lighter skin, narrow nostrils, reduced melanin, and behavioral changes began. All signs of environmental stress, not superiority. You don't get white by evolving. You get white by forgetting the sun. And that forgetting is not advancement. It's regression. The white genome contains 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Let me repeat, they didn't just descend from humans. They were cavemen. Black people have 0 Neanderthal admixture. That's not a joke. That's biology. Black people are the originals. Non-black people are the remix. The problem is, the remix decided to express its evil nature by attempting to erase the original track. Let's talk indigenous. The term indigenous was invented by settlers to decide who was native enough to be managed, named, and displaced. But indigenous is a political term, not a genetic one. And political terms can't overwrite blood memory. Being first on the continent does not make you first on the planet. However, black people being first on the planet means they are first on every continent. The black genome is Earth's source code. Everyone else is just running a copy of their biological operating system. The war against black genetics is a war against humanity. Melanin isn't pigment, it's the processor. It's the molecule that translates solar energy into life. Plants have it, animals have it, humans need it. Black people have the highest concentration of it, which means black people don't just live on Earth, they translate it. They are not just a race, they are the root species. Black isn't a color, it's the motherboard. Every other group, adaptations, mutations, and mistakes. This isn't supremacy. This is truth. Black people didn't come from Africa. Africa came from black people. All right, racists, let's talk about the truth.
I don't know how big black women's pussy is in that guy's mind, but Africa coming out of a black woman's vagina is a stretch for me. That was ridiculous. Africa came out of black pussy. What?
That's all you got from
her to get Africa to come out of it. What kind of earth balls did this nigga have? I was with him till he said that shit. What?
So all you got was Africa came out of pussy.
That's what he said at the end. He ruined everything he said. Women didn't come out of Africa. Africa came out of women. What?
So I guess we got the blueprint in our drawers.
I mean, if you listen to their scientists tell the story, they all say the same thing. That we were here first. I'm just saying, like, if black people were on conquer the globe type shit, don't you think we would have done it? We taught y'all how to do everything. We taught you how to clean yourselves, how to math, how to cook, everything. We taught you how to raise your children. Everything in society y'all got from black people.
Well, let me
this
say
whole uncivilized bullshit.
We did not teach
it's
white
crazy.
They still don't use washcloths.
No, why would you? It's a waste of laundry. Why just wasting all the washcloth? The bar of soap right on your skin gets you cleaner.
Not exfoliate properly, Chris.
I don't need to exfoliate.
You know what? I can see you washing between your legs. I just see it.
Just get that bar.
The bar.
Yeah, just the bar of soap.
You got to share that with other people in your family. You think they want to put their face after you done washed your ass on that bar of soap?
I do it. Why can't they?
Well, you the man of the house. They don't have a choice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Chris, you were supposed to stick the bar of soap in your ass. You trying to get the booty band over your house?
This is something that I didn't realize was like a cultural thing till like, I don't know, a month ago, and somebody in the group posted about it, and I was like, wait, you're using washcloths?
Man, you're going to get your whole family pink eye fucking around watching their face.
And lather the soap up and put the soap back down. You're supposed to take the whole soap and stick it in your ass.
I just rinse it off. That gets it all off there.
No, it does not. Smell it one day.
I'd smell it when I put it on my face.
Ooh.
Nigga used an ass bar to wash his face.
I used to use a loofah, but then I realized how many germs there were and I stopped.
Why you don't use liquid soap?
Because I'm poor.
Dollars always cheap. And when you come in for the party, it's a warehouse that sell it by the case. So just get me to ship you some. You gotta stop putting your booty hole in your face. And you wonder why you got rosacea. You got rosacea because your booty hole.
Pink face. A pink face from his booty hole.
Not just my eyes, my whole face
is pink face because you've been washing your face with an ass bar.
Are you reusing the washcloth, or are you using one washcloth every day?
Every day, different washcloths.
What happens if you get poop on the washcloth?
You wash the washcloth.
I hope you're bleaching it.
This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all all the way around the world. For what? What? Why? Y'all should have just stayed in y'all little castle, shitting off the balcony, and left niggas alone to wash their asses properly and not bother no. We was not bothering y'all. That's what pisses me off about this whole shit. Niggas was just living ghetto fabulous in the hood, fine. And then here come white people. Hey, y'all want to work forever and die? No. Good.
Did you tell this man? Did you tell this man people just could have kept shitting out the balcony?
Man, y'all was fucking your brothers and sisters to be king and queen. We ain't had nothing to do with that. I got us involved with this shit. Now I got to deal with Charlie Kirk's bullshit. His wife setting off pyrotechnics at a fucking funeral. Why are there fireworks at a funeral? What the fuck is happening?
Well,
it was like a WWE entrance or something.
It's different from when we do balloon. Yeah, really.
Wait a minute. When she walked out, it was like pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, they had pyrotechnics. Yeah, it was done up. It was done up.
Was it nice, Chris?
I didn't watch it.
90,000 people showed up for this.
Yeah.
You'd have thought Billy Graham came back.
Wow.
It's just like I'm supposed to just tolerate silliness. As an adult, I'm just supposed to tolerate. It's silly.
That was a WWE match.
Well, Deon, you do look like the type of nigga that tolerate silliness. I mean, you got Velcro on your shoes.
My shoes have no Velcro on them whatsoever. They're slip-on.
You got on slip-on. So
yeah, make my life easier. I slide my foot in and then I slide my foot out.
I don't know a nigga that put on slide-on shoes. Slide-on Skechers anyway.
Me and Deion Sanders, a nigga got 7 toes. You don't got time to be tying this shit all day. Slide in, slide out.
You do have time for white people shit with them shoes on. And with that said,
you want to act like we never gave you anything, but the evidence is on your feet.
Stole feet from us. Get the fuck out.
There's no black man designed those.
It sure ain't. Them your ancestors shoes.
I tell you that. They look better on my feet than yours.
No, they don't. But anyway, we don't. Chris ain't gonna never stop looking down at your feet. You have no idea. You didn't have no shoes.
I'm trying.
Oh, whew, what a good day. What another good day for another great part. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down. And we truly appreciate y'all. Don't forget the party is October 17, 18, and 19. We got a few tickets left for the comedy show. We have already sent out the email where the comedy show is going to be. The next day is the party. And then after that, we're going to do a podcast with something secret and special for you guys that you all been waiting on. What you been waiting on for Miss Pat? Whatever you think you've been waiting on for me, you're going to get it that Sunday right after the podcast.
We don't even know.
I do. But I'm not saying.
Lunch.
Oh, yeah, he do know.
Lunch.
What do you really want from Miss Pat? Nikea says lunch. That was funny.
Make sure you go to misspatcomedy.com because this week I'm in Ontario. And guess what? The tickets are almost sold out, y'all. And yes, I did have to cancel North Carolina because I'm going to Saudi Arabia. So Ontario, California. I'll be there September the 26th and the 27th at the Ontario Improv. It's almost sold out. Greensboro, I rescheduled for you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Lafayette, Indiana. I will be at the Club 337 October the 24th and November 1, Philadelphia, PA. Come on, Philly, the Event Center Live Casino. I love this place. Come on and show. I need y'all to show up and show the fuck out like DC just did for me. Because this is a casino. We're going to have a fucking ball. Houston Improv, one of my favorite fucking places, but I heard they got a serial killer right now. I'm on my way. Yeah, I heard it's a serial killer there. So get your tickets for Houston. I'm coming to the Houston Improv, one of my favorite fucking places. Miami Improv, November 14th through the 15th. Charlotte, North Carolina, the Comedy Zone, December the 5th through the 6th. December the 12th through the 13th, San Antonio, Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. So please get your tickets at misspatcomedy.com and come see me because this is a time we all need to laugh. Tell them, Deon.
Laugh, motherfuckers.
And with that said, we out this bitch. Take us home, Chris, with a song.
Is Massa gonna kill us tomorrow?
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Summer, me home.